Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will see the important genetics topic, genetic basis of polymorphism and mutation. Those who have not subscribed to our channel, do subscribe now. Keep watching the videos. Our channel is a complete anatomy channel having more than 350 anatomy videos. Of all the playlists, gross anatomy, histology, embryology, neuroanatomy, genetics. So do subscribe now. Keep watching the videos. In this video, we will see the two important primary sources of genetic variations. They are the polymorphism and mutations, and how these variations influence health in the community. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism. So the name itself tells. Occurrence of two or more genetically determined phenotypes in a certain population. The cause is the difference in the DNA sequence among individuals of a group. It indicates the presence of more than one allele at a locus in a population, and its incidence is more than 1%, and it has minor physiological impact compared to the mutation. And we have many types of polymorphism, single nucleotide and other varieties. We will see the types in the next slide. Before we see the types of polymorphisms, we have to know the uses of study of polymorphism. So when we study this polymorphism, then we can understand the association between the particular gene polymorphism and the disease, association between groups of polymorphs and disease, prediction of a disease based on polymorphism, so that we can plan preventive measures for a particular disease. So these are the applications of the study of polymorphism. When we see the types of polymorphism, they are single nucleotide polymorphisms, usually called as SNPs, variable number tandem repeats, VNTRS, short tandem repeats, STRS, insertion deletion polymorphisms, indels, inversion polymorphism. So in this slide you are seeing the single nucleotide polymorphism. The name itself tells single nucleotide polymorphisms are genetic variations that occur when a single nucleotide in the, so you can see in this single nucleotide in the genome sequence is altered. So they are the most common form of genetic variation, accounting for 90% of all genetic variations. So SNPs are the common genetic variations. Most of the SNPs do not have any effect, but they may predispose for the people to a specific disease. So what are the uses of studies of SNP? So that correlation between the SNP and the disease for diagnostic of certain diseases and for genetic mapping of the population, this study of the SNP is helpful. So now we have completed the polymorphism. Before we move on to the mutation, we can see the methods for detection of polymorphism. We can main study of polymorphism is PCR, polymerase chain reaction, DNA sequencing and microarray. Now we will move on to the mutation. Mutation is having major physiological impact in the population when compared to the polymorphism, and it is less commonly seen when compared to polymorphism, less than 1%, and it is the permanent alteration of the DNA sequence, and it is a physical event caused by maybe spontaneous or induced by the mutagens, that is the agents causing the mutation, usually radiation, UV rays, X-rays, temperature, chemical exposure, even formaldehyde and caffeine have been doubtful as mutagens. So this mutation may be having all the three effects, or may be beneficial, neutral or harmful, and it can affect somatic or germ cells. So depending on this affection, we have the effects. Now we will see the types of mutations. The types are point mutation, that is involving only single gene is altered. So that is called as point mutation. Then it may affect the chromosome, so that the effects may be inversion, translocation, duplication, deletion. So these are the chromosomal aberrations. The cause may be the mutation. The other is the frame shift mutation, so that it will be, the effects will be insertion or deletion. So now we have seen the types of mutation. So in this slide we are seeing mainly the point mutation. Point mutation is a mutation involving the single gene, otherwise called as nonsense mutation. Now only we have seen the other types of DNA mutation: duplication, insertion, translocation, inversion and deletion, which will affect the chromosome structure. So this table clearly indicates the differences between the polymorphism and mutation. Definition: so these are the multiple alleles which are present in a population. Mutation is a change in DNA sequence. This is more common when compared to the polymorphism is more common when compared to the mutation. Polymorphism usually neutral, but this mutation can be harmful. Example: single nucleotide polymorphism, and here in the mutation sickle cell mutation. So these are the various comparison of the two topics today: polymorphism and mutation. What is the clinical relevance of this polymorphism and mutation? Polymorphism may influence drug metabolism and disease susceptibility. So the example is CYP450 polymorphisms affect response to the drugs. Mutations can lead to inherited disorders or cancer. Example: BRCA1 2 mutations increase the frequency of breast and ovarian cancers. In this slide we are seeing some more examples for the mutation. Sickle cell disease is the point mutation in the globin gene. Cystic fibrosis is the disease which affects the deletion in the CFTR gene. Lactose tolerance, that is the single nucleotide polymorphism in the MCM6 gene, affects the lactase persistence, so that causes lactose intolerance. Warfarin sensitivity, that is caused by the polymorphisms in certain genes. So these are the real world genetic examples in the polymorphism and mutation. So now this is the time for the quiz. If you have followed still now, you should be able to distinguish a polymorphism and mutation. Name one clinical condition caused by point mutation. What type of polymorphism affects the drug metabolism? Give one example of frame shift mutation disorder. Summary: polymorphisms and mutations cause genetic variation. Polymorphisms are common and often neutral. Mutations are rarer, can have significant clinical effects. So we should know these differences in genetics and medicine, these two terms, polymorphism and mutation. So we have covered the two important topics in the genetics, polymorphisms and mutations, in this video. I hope you should have understood this. With the next genetics topics we will see in the next video. Those who have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe now. Keep watching the videos. Thank you.